We have more details now on the major crash on Highway 6 last night that led to a Lincoln man being killed. Channel 8's Matthew Mittleiter spoke with officials this morning and brings us more in the story.
The Lancaster County Sheriff's Office says the motorcyclist was killed around 11 p.m. Thursday night in a crash on Highway 6, just west of the I-80 interchange near Waverly. Chief Deputy Ben Houchin says before the crash, 2 Dodge Chargers were driving side by side with 3 Harley-Davidson motorcycles behind them. He says the crash happened after the 2 cars slowed down and one of the motorcycles abruptly braked, causing a chain of collisions. The speed limit there is 55 miles per hour, and officials don't believe that the 2 cars were speeding at the time. However, they do believe speed was a factor with the motorcycles and are strongly looking into whether the cars were street racing at the time of the crash.
I don't think they knew the motorcycles were behind them. And what we have learned when they're doing these kind of races is they get side by side, honk the horn 3 times, and off they go. And so we are interviewing witnesses and trying to determine if that actually happened.
Following the crash, 55-year-old Bradley Krutz of Lincoln was pronounced dead at the scene. A 60-year-old from Murdoch was also taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Both were riding motorcycles. Authorities say a third motorcycle, driven by a 22-year-old, made it through the crash after hitting some debris. He then pulled over and briefly laid his bike down before leaving the scene. Houchin says that rider was later interviewed about why he left after the crash, but it's unclear whether he'll be cited. Officials are still determining whether alcohol or drugs were involved, and if all the riders were wearing their helmets.
You certainly lower your chances of surviving in one of these situations if you don't have a helmet on. But it's sad that somebody had to lose their life last night over this.
Reporting in Lincoln, Matthew Mittleiter, Channel 8 News.